Shalom. Good morning. How's everyone doing? All praise and glory to the mighty Most High, our Creator who is one God. Blessings to you, the children of Israel, and those that serve one Lord, one God. We're picking back up at Genesis chapter 21. Has been a while since I've read out of the Bible or done one of these lessons. When you're in this spiritual battle that's taking place on this plane of existence, and it is. Okay, when you're swinging the sword for the Lord, the spiritual sword for the living God, the spirit of truth, you take on a lot of demonic beings that are always attacking you. So let's begin. Genesis chapter 21. Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah, as he said, and the Lord did what he had promised. Sarah became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age of the time God promised him. Abraham gave the name Isaac to the son Sarah, who had borne him. When his son Isaac was 8 years old, Abraham circumcised him as God commanded. Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Sarah said, God has brought me laughter, and everyone that hears about this will laugh with me. And she added, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would have nursed children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. The child grew and was weaned, and on the day Isaac was weaned, Abraham held a great feast. But Sarah saw that the son Hagar, the Egyptian, had borne to Abraham, was mocking. And she said to Abraham, get rid of the slave woman and her son, for the woman's son will never share in the inheritance of my son Isaac. Now, I'm wondering, why is it that Hagar, the slave woman here, the Egyptian slave woman, was mocking? What was she mocking about? What was she scornful about? That would be a nice answer to know what she was doing, what the slave woman was doing. Because Hagar is in the Bible as well, is an upright woman, servant of the Lord. The matter distressed Abraham because it concerned his son. Well, of course, it would distress me too as well. It would, a great deal, distress me if, after all, it was Sarah that came to Abraham and said that he wanted Abraham to lay down with the slave woman, and they had a son. So it was her son, and now she's playing a pecking order here. There's a pecking order that's lining up the way I'm seeing it, or the way, not the way that I see anything. Let everything that I say be guided by the Most High. But this was her son as well. She was the one that said, to the slave woman to have a son for her, or have a child anyways. Yeah, so I don't know. But God said to him, do not be distressed about the boy and the slave woman. Listen to whatever Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will reckon. I will make your son of the slave into a nation also, because he is your offspring. Which is awesome, for the Lord to be telling Abraham this, that he's going to go ahead and make him, a great nation himself. But here's my concern, as it concerned Abraham as well, about the boy and the slave woman. Why is the Lord, okay? Just a question. Seems to me here, Sarah, the Creator is telling Abraham to do whatever Sarah tells him. What happened to man will rule over you? Why is the Lord telling Abraham to do whatever Sarah tells him? Not that I even necessarily agree inside of the Bible that man would rule a helpmate. I think that if a woman took back her place in the creation story, which is at home with the children, as a family, and everything reverted back to one man working out in the field where Satan has worked so hard to get the woman out of the house. Not only did he get the woman out of the house, now he's got both of your incomes. How you like that? That man got both parents out of the house and has created so much taxes and has created it so hard in this place to live in that now mom and dad are both out of the house. Your children are being raised by an education system that has dumbed them down to the intelligence of a rock. In fact, there might be some rocks out there that are smarter than some of these kids, like that one that I showed you the other day when she asked, what's the difference between Christianity and Catholic, being a Catholic? I don't know. Yeah. So why is the Lord, if the Lord is saying that the man will rule over woman, is he telling him to listen to Sarah unless he wants to create another nation? A nation. Remember, folks, all of this stuff is happening quickly. Okay, we're only at Genesis here, 21 now. Early the next morning, Abraham took some food and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar. He set them on her shoulders, then sent her off with the boy. She went on her way and wandered in the land of Beersheba. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the boy under the bushes. Then she went and set about a bow shot away, for she thought, I cannot watch the boy die. Wow. It's like a modern day woman a modern day child today throwing her baby in a trash can. Here, I'll just throw my kid underneath the bush here. And as she sat there, she began to sob. Yeah, I would imagine so. You just left your kid. You didn't want to watch your kid die, but you left your kid to die underneath of a bush. Like, wow. Like, that wouldn't fuck with your head. Of course, I guess you'd be sobbing. God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called out from heaven and said to her, What is the matter? Do not be afraid, for the Lord has heard the boy crying as he lies there. How come, do not be afraid, for the Lord has heard the boy crying? Period. Period. Do not be afraid, for the Lord has heard the boy crying. Why do they add lies in this sentence? Whoops. Why? Almost like the when they found Jesus in the tomb and they saw the linen lie there. Why do they craftily add these word lies in here when it's not even needed in the sentence? What is the matter? Do not be afraid, for the Lord has heard the boy crying. Lift up the boy and take him. Why do they add this dumbass sentence here with lies in it? Just a question for me, for you. I mean, if there's anybody who might know the answer to that, I don't think there really is an answer. It's just something that doesn't make sense to me. The sentence doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to add that there at all. Lift up the boy and take him by the hand, for I will make him a great nation. Then God opened her eyes, and she saw all a well of water. So she went and filled the skin with water and gave the boy a drink. God was with the boy as he grew up. He lived in the desert and became an archer. While he was living in the desert of Paran, his mother got a wife for him from Egypt. 22. At the time, Abimelech and Philco, the commander of the forces, said to Abraham, God is with you in everything you do. Now swear to me here before God that you will not deal falsely with me, my children, or my descendants. Show to me and the country where you reside as a foreigner the same kindness I have shared with you. Abraham said, I swear it. Plain and simple. See? Nothing added to it. No trickery, no other. I swear to it by the word that lies in my heart. Some stupid shit like that ain't added to it. You see what I'm saying? Then Abraham complained to Abimelech about a well of water that Abimelech's servants had seized. But Abimelech said, I don't know who has done this. You did not tell me, and I only heard about it today. So Abraham brought sheep and cattle and gave them to Abimelech, and the two men made a treaty. Abraham set apart 7 ewe lambs from the flock. And Abimelech asked Abraham, what is the meaning of these 7 ewe lambs you have set apart by themselves? He replied, accept these 7 lambs from my hand, that I am a witness that I dug this well. So that place was called Beersheba, because the 2 men swore an oath there. After the treaty had been made at Beersheba, Abimelech and Philco, the commander, returned to the land of Philistine. Abraham planted a tamarisk tree in the Beersheba, and he called the name of the Lord, the eternal God. He called on the name of the Lord, the eternal God, eternal. Okay? Eternal means without beginning or end. Eternal means always existent. Eternal means self-existing. Okay? The eternal creator, the spirit, the self-existing eternal one. And Abraham stayed in the land of Philistines for a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I got another quick one I'm going to be putting out today. I'm going to jump into John real quick. John 1:1. And go through. In the beginning was the Word. All praise and glory to the mighty Most High. Our Creator is one God. Blessings to you, the children of Israel. This is White Raptor News Ministries. Shalom.